Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Falcons will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So UNLV's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. Dave,
turning it on! He's inside the 40, at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
UNLV 7, Air Force 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Air Force Falcons offense will take the field for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out. Everybody being able to run the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's McNeil. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Falcons in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, UNLV. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Lindsey. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. To the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Falcons want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Rebels offense is back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just like breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Here he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Using his legs, it's Lindsey. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They go to the ground. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Finds the tight end. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there, so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be... There he goes! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for room. It's Lindsey. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Shows him the stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Lindsey. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's McNeil. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Falcons! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Number 29.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Air Force 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to fire deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, UNLV. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here comes the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons are in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Knox. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll run it from the gun.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback extends the play. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Back to pass on second down. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Burrell. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something. Breaks into the open.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's caught. It's McNeil.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the option. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll go right back to the run. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the set up in pretty good field position. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goal. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Slithers into space. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Clinton. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Goes to the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Catch in the middle. It's Lindsey. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Give to the back. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They want to run it left here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught close to the marker, it's Hart. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the single back. Finds a little space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker is Hart. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Working on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Mayo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. He'll pull it on the read. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. This quarterback part of their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. Hard running there. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up. Incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about